we said that we didn't know what happened, but if we were to bet, at least what I said is I bet this case, it looks like a lot like the Brianna Kupfer case. That was logical. That's not conditioning or bias. That's logic. And you need to look at what else happened that week. Okay, so just the same week that Bob Lee was killed, let me give you 3 other examples of things that happened in Gotham City, aka San Francisco. So number 1, former fire commissioner Don Carmignani was beaten within an inch of his life by a group of homeless addicts in the marina. And one of them was interviewed in terms of why it happened. And basically Don came down from his mother's house and told them to move off his mother's front porch because they were obstructing her ability to get in and out of her apartment. They interpreted that as disrespect, and they beat him with a tire iron or a metal pipe. And one of the hoodlums who was involved in this apparently admitted this. Yeah, play the video.
Somebody over the head like that and attack him.
Because it was disrespectful.
Who was disrespectful?
There was a big old kind of bald-haired old man.
Don. So he was being disrespectful, and then, but is that enough to beat him up?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh my Lord. I mean.
So this is case number 1. And apparently in the reporting on that person who was just interviewed, he's been in the marina kind of terrorizing people, maybe not physically, but verbally. So you have, bands of homeless people encamped in front of people's houses. Don Carmignani gets beaten within an inch of his life. You then had the case of the Whole Foods store on Market Street shut down in San Francisco. And this was not a case of shoplifting like some of the other store closings we've seen. They said they were closing the store because they could not protect their employees. The bathrooms were filled with needles and pipes that were drug paraphernalia. You had drug addicts going in there using it. They were engaging in altercations with store employees. And Whole Foods felt like they had to close the store because, again, they could not protect their employees. Third example, Board of Supervisors had to disband their own meeting because their internet connection got vandalized. The fiber for the cable connection to provide their internet got vandalized, so they had to basically disband their meeting. Aaron Preskin was the one who announced this, and you saw in the response to this, there were lots of people who said, yeah, I've got a small business, and in a lot of cases, I think it's basically drug addicts stealing whatever they can. They steal $10 of copper wire, sell that to get a hit, and it causes $40,000 of property damage.
Here's the insincerity, Sachs. Literally, the proper response when there's violence in San Francisco is, hey, we need to make this place less violent. Is there a chance that it could be people who know each other? Of course, that's inherent in any crime that occurs, that there'll be time to investigate it. But literally, the press is now using this as a moment to say there's no crime in San Francisco, or that people are reacting and like,